And then this happens. What? How does this even freaking happen? I know it's a hill, like, I know this isn't even, but holy crap. The yard looks like total dog crap. I ended up side discharging it and then coming back over with the bagger and bagging it up, and it's not that bad, honestly, for as low as it was going. All the brown bits are areas where it's just not smooth. It's not even, no issue with the greens mower, but with the rotary it's scalped. So what I'm doing out here and making it look like total crap is step number 1 of Bluemuda. And it's also the step you would take if you were gonna not do like a Bluemuda and you were just gonna do a traditional rye overseed. And that is, you want to scalp the lawn. I'm far from finished on this. So for this video here, this is gonna be part 1 of the backyard Bluemuda from Bermuda to Bluemuda. That's really hard to say, but it also applies if you're going to do a rye overseed. I've been getting some questions on that as far as what do you all need, what do I need to do with this? And so it's exactly what I'm doing here. So about a week ago I put down some growth regulator at a normal rate. It was due for it, so it went down. I'm scalping it down and I'm gonna let it recover some. I don't even have my seed yet. It's on its way, but I need to get started in it now because August is over. And this is a lot of work, so I'm taking it down, scalping it. It'll recover some. We're gonna put some treats on the lawn to help that recover, but then it'll be kind of scalped again. And I also don't want this Bluemuda back here to be like at the 17 millimeters, 3/4 of an inch, 19 mil, whatever it ended up mowing at here with the reel. I don't want that anymore. I want to get back down to sub ½ inch over winter. It looks so much better. I think it stripes a little bit better, and I just prefer sub ½ inch. It's better. So I have 3 passes right now around the perimeter. I did it in 2 directions, so I went 3 clockwise, 3 counterclockwise. Had a lot of washboarding and just nastiness. We're down to about 12 millimeters. That's about as low as I could take it with the high height of cut kit on the flex right now, but that's okay. That'll help kind of rebound it, and then when the actual overseed's happening, before I do that, I'm gonna take it down to probably around 8, and then plan is to keep it around 10 millimeter all winter long. Next up though, I have to go in and I usually edge first with the landscape blade, but today I did not do that. So let's get the landscape blade out, edge her out, and finish that off, and then we'll get to the rest of this. A lot of fun, a lot of work, a lot of mess. Yippee. here it is behind me now. Got it back down to about 12 millimeters. That's like 0.47 inches for, you know, us people here in these states. But right here would be a good, if you're going to go with perennial rye or even an annual ryegrass. You don't really want to use annual ryegrass unless you're using that SOS Max, because there's a big difference in annual rye and SOS Max, and then a huge difference between annual rye and perennial rye, and then a big difference between SOS Max and perennial rye. This here and this appearance is what you would kind of go for if you were overseeding with ryegrass. You're not taking it down to the dirt. The lower the better though, and you would use a rate of around 10 to 15 pounds per 1,000 square feet. But you do want to make sure that you have growth regulation applied to it pre-scalp and to where the grass is still under regulation, just to allow time for the germination to occur. And with perennial ryegrass, you're looking 5 days. 5 to 10 days, and you'll start seeing it come through, and then you just kind of sit back. You get to take it easy and not have to mow for a little bit while it grows, because you don't want to mow it too soon, especially if you have a real mower with a groomer on it like I did a couple years ago, and you just kind of pluck all those seedlings out. And that's where a manual reel actually comes in very handy. Kind of wish I did not get rid of mine for situations where you're overseeding a perennial ryegrass. For the Bluemuda though, we're not quite ready yet. There's actually still more work to be done. And I scalped it this early solely to get the height of cut back down to where I want to keep it over winter. I could not do that when I was mowing it at like 17 millimeters, like close to 3/4 of an inch, even a little bit higher than that. And then just it getting tall. I'm talking, I took off a ton of grass today between the rotary mow and then with the reel. Took off a massive amount of grass, and I could still do honestly a couple more passes, but it's hot, I'm sweaty, sticky, and I still have more to do today back here as well as around the house. I have some hot sauce to make. So with this, we're going to let it be. I do have to do another application of some peptides back here. I'm going to do some depth 10 plus again on it, just to kind of help the Bermuda, because it is late in the season to do this. It's very late in the season. Will it overcome it? Yeah, probably. I have it like a month to go, so I'll be cool, but I do want to give it every chance it has, and the depth 10 plus will allow that to happen. I got everything back under control. We're at 12 millimeters, whereas before we were at a lot of millimeters. I don't even know. So there we go. I'm back into a where the grass should have been all summer long. I let it go like this because I wanted to have the same height of cut in the front and back for simplicity's sake, and that's where things kind of got crazy, because I was rocking Bermuda back here, Kentucky bluegrass up front, Bluemuda on the side, and the side just kind of did its thing. But then as the Bermuda started taking over the front for the front Bluemuda, and then back, it got out of hand and it was terrible. So we're resetting everything. The front's still going to be rotary mowed by my son for a little while longer. We're going to teach him how to use the McLean and try to get that thing fixed back up. And I don't think it will. That mower, you'll see, and we'll go with that. We'll just leave it at that. There we go. I'm scalped again. Well, not really scalped, but I put a good licking on this lawn. Oh yeah, I did. So hey, until next time, it's Mike, Real Low Dad. Any questions? Drop them below. You know the drill. So hey, we'll see you next time.